This video is for my buddy ACA332, YouTube friend who's restoring the same type of car that I'm currently trying to work on here in my garage. ACA332 is out of Canada. I'm down here in Atlanta, Georgia, so we kind of made a little bit of a bond and just wanted to try to get this thing accomplished together. A little bit of background of this car. It was a bar find that I found on eBay. I purchased it, brought it home, sent it to a shop to get restored, but problem after problem after problem kept creeping up. And of course the price kept creeping up. So outside of the initial deal that we originally agreed on, it increased probably about $10,000, and I just couldn't afford it at the time. So we, agreed amicably to bring her back home, let her go, or whatever you want to call it, to bring her back home. And as of today, here she sits. She was a whole car when she was brought back home. They got into some deep paint rust type issue that kept increasing the price from what we agreed to. But I've tried to take on the responsibility of trying to do it myself, but again, here it sits, collecting dust, just like one of your treadmills after Christmas. My son and I started to break it down. As you can see here, we started breaking pieces apart. Bumper, valance. We got a wheel well over here, front fender over here. So we got a lot going on out here. But yeah, I wanted to sell it, but ACA 332 kind of convinced me to try to go ahead and just keep digging away at it, little by little. Again, I don't have a lot of paint and body experience like he does. He's really good at what he does. As far as I can see, he has a lot of knowledge, a wealth of knowledge when it comes to this particular type of car. I don't know if he has a lot of knowledge with the Caprice family, Impala family, year model altogether, but he really knows his stuff when it comes to these cars. And this is a very unique situation, guys. It's very unique. It was a bar find out of Arizona. So you got the dry heat, which results to stuff like this, dry rot. You look at the dash. Sits out in the deserts over there in California, Mexico area, and they get destroyed. Less wear and tear as it is on the southern states with the heat and the moisture. The sun and the heat just eats away at the material until there's almost nothing left. Now again, the car is here. The complete car is here. You can see you got the dash components, you got the dash pad, steering wheel, glove box. I mean, look at the door. You got all your panels that are there original. You've got your seats. Seats are there. Back seats are there. That's just one of the hinges from the front lid. As you see there, the rear is intact. The rear panels are intact really well. The car is complete, guys. It's just really, really, really beat up. This is the roof portion. And, I had a couple of friends over. That's why I was doing some work here. But I have a couple of my classic car friends over, and they were saying it's not as bad as it looks. It just looks really bad. And I guess that's the perception that sits in my mind when I tackle this on a daily basis. I don't tackle it all at one time. I take a screw out here, screw out there, panel off here, panel off there. But it can be very cumbersome. So I'm gonna try, guys. I'm gonna try to do the best I can at restoring this car. Shout out to my friend Pete out at Southwest Rod and Customs in Dallas, Georgia. I'm sorry, in Dallas, Texas. I live near Dallas, Georgia. But Pete at Southwest Rod and Custom, Dallas, Texas, really has been helping me out and giving me a lot of instructional videos. He's a novice when it comes to, he's an expert when it comes to classic car repairs. He does videos. You need to check him out, swrnc.com. He's got his own YouTube channel, DIY Auto School. He's got multiple channels about, political visions, outback. I'm sorry, mountain riding. He's really a jack of all trades type of guy. But as you can see, here I am now. I wanted him to do this car, but he's so swamped with people wanting to do their cars, so he couldn't get to this one. So and again, you got to look at it, and if you're standing here looking at this car in this condition, you got to ask yourself, is it more feasible for me to repair this, or just go down to Street Side Customs, which is 20 minutes away, and just buy one for the price it would take to repair all of this? Looking at paint and body work, engine work, interior work, suspension, and your frame work, your brake work, all your plumbing. So you got to add up the cost and ask, is it really worth it? But just like ACA told me, he says, it's nothing like driving up to a car show knowing that you restored this car yourself. You didn't go out and buy it. Self-pride. Because a lot of guys can't say that. A lot of guys at these car shows, they show up with the cars that they bought from somebody or somewhere, or they had restored by professionals, but they can't say that I restored this car myself. So the saga continues. Again, guys, I'm going to try to do the best I can. You can see here how I've, try to jack it up and move it around a lot. This is my garage, pretty much. This is one bay. This is the second bay. I call this my working bay. Here is the load shaft, load bearer shaft, and this is my living bay. I got my Harley here, street bike here. I got my big green egg over there, along my other smoker, my son's toy. So we live on this side. There's an entrance in and out. So I don't have a lot of space to work with. Actually, the car now is pinned against my wife's laundry cabinet. She keeps all of her laundry materials in here, Fabuloso cleaning materials, laundry materials, Lysol, everything for the house that we buy from Sam's and Cisco, we store in here. So you can see it's pinned because I don't have enough room. I have to take the car and I have to work on one side, right? Have to work on this side. All right, get everything squared. That's why I took all the doors and panels and everything off. And then what I have to do is I'm going to have to take the car and then shift the whole car over, okay, close to this wall when I get all this done, and then work on everything on this side because everything's still intact on this side. See the door handle there? Everything is still intact. So I'm working with minimal space, just like he is. And I'm hoping that I can get this accomplished. If you guys get any words of encouragement, any ideas, any type of support, it'll be gratefully appreciated. And again, this is my 1969 Impala. There is my 75 convertible. Let's see if I can get out here. I've always loved Chevrolet products. Never had anything in my life, so to speak, so I told myself when I was capable and able of buying for myself, I would. So this is the car I always wanted. One of them, 69 Impala. And I don't know if you can see up here next to the TV and next to the grilling competition set I was awarded, there are 2 little boxes here, and they contain 69 Impalas. I'm sorry, 69 Camaros, custom Camaros, and that's my next car that I want to obtain. So I got my 69 Impala here. This is my 1975 Caprice Classic convertible. Just got out the shop, put a brand new top on it. Now it's going to the shop to get rust and paint repair and undercoating. This is my 1991 Chevrolet Caprice. That's my 1992 Chevrolet Caprice. And I've got a 1967 Impala Fastback coming on Friday. So, as you can see, I love Chevrolet. I always have, especially the Caprice and Impala family. And I want to save this one. I do. And it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of time, effort, money. And again, I have to trick myself into knowing the pride on the other side versus going down and just buying one. So again, guys, any support, ideas, comments, anything you can offer to help me out with this thing, I would appreciate it. 1969 Impala. Currently being used as a storage bay. So, wish me luck. You guys can follow along. Hopefully I'll be able to get enough videos posted that you guys can, kind of keep up with what's going on. And again, thank you for viewing. And as always, God bless.